All right, folks, welcome to The Zone. Today we are discussing the topic of Mason Greenwood, the alleged domestic abuse. We are also just going to briefly touch upon transfer outgoings and the deadline day. Obviously, one topic is much more serious than the other, but I'm a small channel and I just wanted to get all of the videos together rather than spread them out. I mean, it goes without saying that if these things are true about Mason Greenwood, which the evidence that I've been seeing seems to heavily point in that direction. Obviously, you can't point the finger until he's, I guess, guilty. There could be some crazy situation where there's some Johnny Depp style, but no, I'm pretty sure that there is absolute evidence, hard proof that Mason Greenwood has basically been battering, beating, and raping his girlfriend, and God knows doing what else to other women. Because I imagine if you're that type of person, you are, well, I think it's in your nature. And I don't think he would stop at one person. I don't imagine this is the first person he's done this to. And I'd just like to categorically say that it's sickening. And the person, again, that seems to be guilty, Mason Greenwood, he should not play for Manchester United. Shouldn't play football again. He should be behind bars. I was asked yesterday what were my thoughts on this situation, and it's just that simple. I don't think anyone is above the law, and I don't think that this person is an idiot. I think a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, he was a Man United striker. He was the youth academy wonder kid. He was meant to break all of the records. He was an England international. What an idiot throwing it away." No, he's not an idiot. He's much, much worse than an idiot. This is not a mistake. This is not even a one-time absolute pure rage moment where there's been an incredibly crazy argument and he's lashed out. That wouldn't be acceptable either. But this is clearly a sustained there's a sustained intent, right? From everything we've been hearing and seeing, there is an absolute categorical statement that needs to be put out here by United that when he's found guilty or when they're just absolutely sure, yes, he's guilty, that he's done. Because he can't play at this football club again. You can't have a women's football team like Manchester United and then have their lead striker be somebody that batters and rapes women. That's just no. That's not acceptable in any walks of life, let alone putting someone on a pedestal and a public figure like a footballer is. That can't happen. I'll give you my thoughts on Mason Greenwood as a footballer. You can scroll back through all my videos. I think he's a very greedy player. I think he doesn't pass very much. I think he's incredibly technical at shooting at times, but I think he's plateaued. And I think most Man United fans would agree that he's plateaued at this point. And it's not a case of, oh, we're losing this massive talent. This is devastating. It doesn't matter if the lad is the second coming of Messi. He's not playing for Man United, and he shouldn't do. Don't get it twisted. There are people saying the guy's an up-and-coming talent. He's been playing. He's been working hard. He'll improve. He's worth 80 million. The Glazers won't write that off. He's worth 100 million. He could be Manchester United's future all-time top goal scorer. The Glazers will never sell him. No, listen. You cannot play Mason Greenwood at Man United. Now, I don't know what the technical rules are for football. I don't know what kind of people can be employed, but like Jose Mourinho said, people need to stop worshipping footballers because some of them are absolutely awful people. So the simple fact for me is, regardless of if Mason Greenwood is Messi, he should never play for the club again. And let's be honest, I don't even think he was that brilliant. He was pretty good for his age. He kind of stagnated and he's been stuck out on right wing. And, I think if you were to look around the world in world football and purchase a striker, you could find one that is currently better than Mason Greenwood. And if you were to look around the world and purchase a right winger, you could find one that is better than Mason Greenwood. You might say, oh, well, in the future he'll be better. Football everyone likes to say it's about the future, but the reality is it's about the now. If a 50-year-old striker at your football club is actually the best striker, he should play. The kid that is up and coming shouldn't play just because he's up and coming. I'm a big advocate of you put your best team out, etc. And it seems weird for me to be even talking about transfers and replacements because, again, it does not matter. Mason Greenwood is done, and he should be done. The clips of the audio, the images, the way it was explained, nah, that is beyond wrong. People have been comparing it. Maybe they're a bit naive. Maybe they don't quite understand the situation. They've been saying, oh, well, if it's been going on for 3 or if it's been going on for 4 years, why does she keep going back? These are like controlling, abusive people. You can't just leave. It's not as simple as that. And people have been comparing it to, oh well, Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs was an awful person. He cheated on his brother's wife. So, but that's different. That is 2 people choosing to cheat. In a way, they're making the adult conscious decision to say, look, we're both pieces of shit. Let's both cheat, right? You can't really stop somebody playing for Manchester United because they're a bit of a player, a cheat, a sex addict, whatever you want to call it, right? Ryan Giggs might have been a bit of a player. Say, for example, John Terry, was he cheated with Wayne Bridges' wife or something? Yeah, piece of shit. But you can't fire somebody for that. You can't fire somebody for like, say, Martial having a girlfriend, maybe cheating on his girlfriend, yeah, moving around. But this is on another level. This is pure domestic violence, and it cannot be accepted. Yes, you could argue that not all the facts have been established, but look, you can't have him up front. You can't have kids wearing his shirt and cheering his name. It's not possible. The strange thing about this situation, and the reason I'm making the video, is just to touch upon the statement of Harriet Robson's father, because Harriet Robson's father put out the statement, and it's a bit strange because it says, the first thing we knew about this was at 6 a.m. this morning. It's dreadful. I'm just coming to terms with it all. As a father, you don't know how things like that are happening to your daughter. The police have been round. She's told us her phone has been hacked. We've told her to take it down, which she's done. But it's out there. It's too late. She is devastated because she didn't want it to be released. We have known him since the under-21s, and he's a part of our family for 2 or 3 years now. Their relationship has not been good for the last few months. She's devastated by it all. They were very much in love and have been together for a while. The police are going to deal with this now. On first glance, you might think, okay, he's trying to come to terms with it and it's just giving a wishy-washy statement. But it's a really, really strange statement. Because number one, he sort of says, she's told us her phone has been hacked. We told her to take it down. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was a father and I knew my daughter had been raped, manipulated, abused, physically harmed for years, and she was outing the person that did this, I'd be like, he deserves nothing. Everyone deserves to know what a piece of shit that guy is. You keep that up there. You were brave to post that. Keep it up there. Fuck him. But they're saying, oh, maybe her phone was hacked. She should take it down. She is devastated. She didn't want it to be released. I don't think you should tell the world what she feels like right now. I feel like you can't just be like, oh, she's so devastated. It's like, I don't feel like she would be devastated that the person that's been raping and abusing her has now been outed. Then the next strange part is, we've known him since the under-21s and he's a part of our family. If I'm giving the statement, I'm saying we've known him, but he's not in our family anymore. He's gone. He's done. We want nothing to do with him, right? But he's like, oh no, it's such a shame because we knew him for 2 or 3 years as well, and we know the relationship's been a bit like rocky, and we know they're very much in love. Again, your daughter or anyone that you knew, like your best friend or anyone, you knew for years a bloke had been raping, battering her and abusing her. I don't think my statement to the police would be, it's such a shame because I know they're in love so much. Like, so I mean, it weirdly stinks of like the father could be misinterpreting this, but to me, it stinks of like the father thinking, "Oh shit, we've lost this big cash cow prize trophy of the Man United footballer that might have changed our lives." That's honestly, it feels like he's talking more about Mason Greenwood in this statement than he is his own daughter, and that was a bit strange. Nike have come out and said that we're aware of images and allegations on social media. We will not make any comments until further facts have been established. And Manchester United have actually come out with a statement and said, we are aware of images and allegations circulated on social media. We will not make any further comment until the facts have been established. Manchester United does not condone any violence of any kind. So, it's clearly very, very wrong. Mason Greenwood, whether he is Messi or not, should be stopped playing football. He should be behind bars. But even if you want to go down the absolute obnoxious, stupid route, Mason Greenwood is replaceable. Man United will survive without Mason Greenwood. Jesus. Like, what is it? 140 appearances, 30-odd goals or something, you know? When we talk about the transfer window, apologies to shift from such a serious topic to the transfer window, but I think it's very clear that I do not advocate that kind of physical violence, and it is a piece of shit, mate, you know? When we talk about the transfer window, that's obviously Mason Greenwood, not at the club. That's Van der Beek has gone to Everton. We've got rid of Ahmad, Martial. I think that's all the people we've shifted on. There might be one more that I'm missing. But basically, our squad is a lot thinner than it was. We are fighting for top 4. And the Glazers have made no single signing, no big marquee signing, no statement signing, nothing. They are more than happy to just let the academy kids come up. The fans get excited that there are academy kids coming through, and one of them might turn out to be good. Maybe we buy someone in summer. But when your new boss, Ralph Rangnick, has come out and said, the profile of that player we need is not at this football club, that clearly is him saying, sign a fucking player, and they haven't done it. So yeah, pretty disappointing that they're not really that arsed. It's a shame. It's the Glazer economics of, if you miss out on top 4, you spend big, give the new money to the new manager. If you don't, if you do get top 4, it's kind of scrimp and save. It's just been a bit of a mess. I understand that some people come in and their job is, hey, I'm going to trim the fat of the squad, and then they leave. You might have seen this at workplaces. Sometimes they'll hire someone different boss. They'll get rid of your boss. They'll hire a new boss. They'll downsize. They'll get rid of 5 or 6 people. That new boss will leave in 6 months, and then your actual boss will come in because they don't want the new boss to have to boot everyone out and upset everyone. You know what I mean? They want Rangnick to probably come in, kick everyone out, upset everyone, reset the squad, and then the new manager can come in and manage properly. That would be my guess. But we definitely should sign a midfielder. Even if our squad was brilliant, even if Matic and Fred and McTominay were brilliant, what do we do if one of them gets injured? Then you have only 2 people to play every single match. Again, they're saying about Hannibal. Oh, Hannibal's coming back. He's going to be like a new signing, blah, blah, blah. Look, as I said previously, you should be picking the best team. You put your best team out to try and win that match, because if you do that every time when you win every match, it doesn't matter what team you've picked, you've won the league. You win every match, you win the league, period, fact, right? So every single game, you should be trying to put your best team out, not, hey, I'll play this young kid because in 5 years he might be better. There are occasions where you might be winning, it might be an easier game, your rest of your squad is so good that you feel you can win and you want to give a younger player a bit more experience. I get that. But just putting everyone in willy-nilly, praying that they turn out to be good, is not a good strategy. As explained before, if you have a 40-year-old striker that has got 6 months left on his contract and he's the best striker you can put on the field, you play him. If you've got an 18-year-old that's pretty decent, might be better than the 40-year-old, but isn't currently, you don't play him. You put the best people in the best positions. That seems to frustrate people. That's when players get pissed off. But the facts are the facts. The best players should be playing on the pitch. It is a privilege to play for Manchester United or any football club. And you have to be the very best of the best to make it to the Premier League. You should be anyway. Not necessarily these days, but you used to be, or you used to be a bit tougher. And if you're not better than your, say, left winger, and you're a left winger, you sit on the bench. You don't cry to your agent. You don't cry in the press. You figure out, what am I going to do? Do I change my game so I offer something different? Then I'll get picked. Or do I try beat my left winger and get picked and be better than him? These days, that doesn't seem to be the case. At Man United, it just seems to be play random people for PR, for getting the crowd on side with youth, for saving wages. And there's a reason why we've been no title challenge in 10 years, no trophies in almost 4 or 5 years, because we're not acting like an actual football club. We should be, again, picking the best players you can do, going out and looking in the transfer market and saying, right, we've got 2 good CMs, but if one of those gets injured, we need a new one. And our right winger is probably going to prison, and rightly so. So we need a replacement there. We're going for top 4 in Champions League. We're still in the Champions League. What happens if for some stupid reason Man United get to the Champions League final, just for some crazy reason, and Scott McTominay and Fred, they just pull the hamstrings in training? What do we then roll up with a midfield of who do we even play at that point? So yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. The Glazers clearly don't give a shit. It's all about budget, paying themselves dividends, taking debts, putting debts on the club, all that good stuff. Fun. But yeah, that was the news with Man United. Obviously, we're on the international break still, so I'll see you in the next match reaction. Thanks very much as always. This is a new channel. I'm trying to grow the channel. We've got 300 subscribers, and I think 400 watched minutes. I need 4,000 watched minutes and 1,000 subscribers to try become a partner. So if you are enjoying the content, please do consider watching some other videos, liking, commenting, subscribing, helping a small channel grow. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for supporting the zone.